Hi everyone, welcome to day 5 of our 30-day challenge. I hope it's going well for you. I've been hearing from some of you and it sounds like things are going well and that everybody's that I've heard from is enjoying the challenge so far, but please continue to give me your feedback, send me your ideas. I'd love to hear it. And today we are gonna do a warrior class. So we're going to do all of the warrior poses as well as a few variations and in a flowing sequence as we've been doing. And we're just gonna start at the top of the mat, standing in mountain pose, centering ourselves there. What you'll want for this practice is a couple of blocks, you may or may not need them, and then a couple of blankets, and that should be all we need to get through today. So bring yourself to the top of the mat, join the feet, and just come into your mountain pose, bringing yourself into alignment and also giving yourself a chance to center before practice so that you really come into an awareness of how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, so that we can move with intelligence and honoring ourselves where we are. Just take the eyes to either a lowered gaze or a closed eye position. Taking a few breaths, planting your feet and lengthening the crown, lifting the spine. Go ahead and open the eyes. And on an inhale, raise the arms. Extend up through the fingertips and take a gentle back bend here. And on an exhalation, sweep the arms down. You may need to use your blocks. You may be able to touch the floor. You can also always substitute by just pressing your hands against your own legs. Looking forward, take a couple breaths here. On an exhalation, bow deeply toward your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, you're going to step back with your right foot. And exhale, step back with your left foot. Coming into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, moving forward with your body weight, lower your knees. And then from there, start to move the pelvis to the floor. We'll find our way into a back bend, into cobra pose. Exhale, push into the floor and extend your spine. Releasing the cobra pose, curl the toes underneath and come back to downward facing dog. On an in-breath, raise your right leg, and on the exhale, step the foot underneath the knee. If you don't make it there on the first try, wiggle the foot into place. And we're going to come into humble warrior. You may need your blocks, you may not. So pivot and ground your left foot and move your right hand inside the right foot. And then you're going to try to get the right shoulder to lower in near the right knee. If you're able to, flip the palms up and bow the head. And try to really squeeze the right knee against the right shoulder. You should feel a deep connection with your right hip space here. Two more breaths. On an in-breath, come out of the humble warrior. You can move right hand back around outside the right foot and pivot off that back heel, stepping the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, raise both arms all the way up, coming into a gentle back bend. Exhale, release the hands to the heart and extend the arms at your side. So we'll come into second side of humble warrior with the same vinyasa sequence. Raising the arms. Gentle back bend, keeping the length of the body, extending yourself into a forward bend. Inhale and look forward. Exhale, bow deeply toward your legs. Inhale, step back with your left foot. Exhale, step back with your right foot, downward facing dog. Inhale, gliding your body weight forward, lower the knees. Come onto the tops of your feet, lower the pelvis. Maybe slide the hands slightly farther back, and on an exhale, again, coming into cobra pose. Really try to anchor the pelvis into the floor. Shoot the breastbone forward. Spiral the upper arms from the inner arms out. Exhale, release. Curl the toes underneath. Come into downward facing dog. Inhale, raising the left leg. Exhale, stepping the left foot into place beneath the knee. Pivot and ground your right foot. Move both hands inside the left foot. Again, you might need to block up your hands if you feel like the floor is too far away. You might be able to flip the palms up, but you're attempting to bring the left shoulder in nice and deep, close to the left inner knee. Bow the head. Imagine your own breath swirling around your left hip space. Use the support of those strong legs to really release and cascade the spine and the torso toward the floor. And after this exhalation, inhale to look forward, bring that left hand back around, pivot off your right foot, and try to bring the right foot in next to the left. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to prayer, and release the arms. Good. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, look forward, concave lumbar. Exhale, bow deeply toward the legs. Inhale, step back with the right foot. Exhale, step back with the left foot, downward dog. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, come onto the stomach without lowering the knees first. You can always lower the knees first if you need to. Exhale, push up for cobra pose. Release cobra pose. Come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right leg up. Exhale, step through with the right leg. Pivot and ground your back foot. So even if the heel doesn't come down, direct it toward the floor. Attempt to be a 90-degree angle at your knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, warrior one. To get a little bit more opening in the chest and shoulders, sweep the hands down here and interlock the hands. Roll the shoulders back and extend the arms completely, pulling the hands toward the floor. Notice how the shoulders move back, the chest really spreads nice and wide. Keeping that, return the arms up above, lift your gaze. Inhale, bring your hands back to the floor. Pivot off the back heel and step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, raise the arms, and exhale, hands to prayer. Release the arms. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, sweeping down toward the floor. Inhale, concave lumbar. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, step back left foot. Exhale, step back right foot. Downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank position. Exhale, lower down directly to the floor through chaturanga. Go ahead and find cobra pose. Release cobra pose. Curl the toes underneath, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot through. Pivot and ground the right foot, anchoring the heel down or directing it down. Stay deep with that horizontal left thigh bone. Inhale, sweep the arms up, warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. To get more of an opening to the chest and shoulders, sweep the arms down. This time go to the less familiar interlock. We have two. We usually favor one. Go to the less preferred one. Extend the arms. Get the chest and shoulders really wide open. Get the shoulders back. Maintain that and see if you can restore the arm overhead position. with a little bit more broadness across the chest. Pivot off your back heel. Sweep the hands down and step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, raise the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Release the arms. So the next sequence, we're going to come back to Warrior 1, but we'll tie it into Warrior 3. And this is where you may decide to put your blocks nearby, just in case you decide to use them for a little bit more balance. Coming to the top of the mat, inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, concave lumbar. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, step back with the right foot. Exhale, step back with the left foot. Downward facing dog. Inhale, see if you can come into upward facing dog. Roll over the toes, sink the hips, extend the spine, float the mid-body off the floor. Back to downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, step through. Pivot and ground your back heel or anchor the heel toward the floor. Inhale, raise the arms, you're back in Warrior 1. Without disturbing the pose, pivot off the back heel. Extend over the front thigh with your torso. Step in with your left toes, and on an exhale, launch into Virabhadrasana 3. This is where you might anchor your hands to the blocks. Returning to Warrior 1. Come off the back heel, bring your hands to the floor, and step your left foot to meet your right foot. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to prayer. Release the arms. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, lengthen toward the floor, touch down the blocks, the floor, the shins. Inhale, concave lumbar. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, step back with the left foot. Exhale, step back with the right foot, downward facing dog. Inhale, directly into upward facing dog, roll over the toes, sink the hips, extend the chest forward, shoot it forward, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step the foot through. Pivot and ground the back heel. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Warrior 1. Without disturbing the pose, pivot off the back heel. Extend your torso over the front thigh. Step in with the right toes, and on an exhale, launch yourself into that capital letter T shape of Warrior 3. Maybe the blocks in your hands for a bit more stability. Return to Warrior 1. Pivot off the back heel. Place your hands down and step the right foot forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release the arms. And now join the feet and drop into a few quiet moments with your breathing. We're doing I think about 5 sequences, 10 if you count both sides. So just checking in here. Letting the breath become smooth and steady. As you're ready, opening the eyes, sweeping the arms up, and exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, step right foot, left foot back, or you can hop both feet back at the same time. Downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raising the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Pivot and ground your left foot. We're opening up to Warrior 2. You're going to sweep into the pose with the left arm, windmilling you up. pointing your chest at the broad side of the mat, but staring over the right hand. Couple deep breaths. Good. We're going to come into Peaceful Warrior, which is a really nice way to open the side body. So run your left hand down your left thigh, turn your right palm open, and on an in-breath, sweep the arm up, but stay really nice and deep in the bent right knee shape. Couple big opening breaths here. Inhale, you're going to come all the way back down with both hands, pivot off the back heel, and step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Concave lumbar, look forward. Inhale. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, you can either hop back or step back, left foot, right foot. Downward facing dog. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step through. Pivot and ground the right foot. And we're going to windmill up with the right arm leading us. Warrior two. Hold it there. Gaze is over the left hand. Soft, gentle gaze. Let the right hand move down to the thigh. Let the left palm turn up. Inhale, open the left side body, but stay deep in that left knee bend. A couple deep breaths, opening the intercostals. Use an inhale to windmill yourself back to the floor. Pivot off the back heel and see if you can step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Release your arms. Good. So one more sequence. We're going to come into Revolving Warrior, one of my favorites. And it's a balance challenge. So cultivating your attention and going at your own pace is always a good idea. So let's sweep the arms up on the in-breath. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, concave lumbar. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, step back, right foot. Exhale, step back, left foot. Good. Downward facing dog. Moving into upward facing dog. And back to downward facing dog. Inhale to raise the right leg and exhale to step through. You're going to keep the back heel lifted for this pose. So as you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, take your hands to your hips. Good. So what we're about to do is revolve the torso to the right. So I want you to reach out with your left arm as if someone's pulling the wrist, and use that to help you turn and revolve the trunk to the right. Good. And now take that left hand onto your outer right thigh and use that to help you turn a little bit more. Reach back with your right arm. And now keeping the twist, reach forward with the left arm. And now here's the doozy. See if you can look toward the left fingertips, but keep revolving your trunk to the right, to the back. Keep it nice and deep. Good. Now inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, touch the floor. And step in with the left foot. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Release the arm. Last side, warrior two, revolved. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, lengthen to the floor. Inhale, concave lumbar. Exhale, bow deeply. Inhale, step back left foot. Exhale, step back right foot. Downward dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step through. Back heel stays lifted where it is. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good. We're about to revolve the trunk to the left. So we're going to bring the right hand onto the left thigh, extend that left arm back, pressing the hand on the thigh to help you revolve the trunk. Try to keep your back leg fully extended. When you feel it's time, you're going to reach the right arm forward. Gaze is over the right fingertips, but keep revolving the trunk to the left. Wonderful. Inhale, sweep both arms up, look forward. Exhale, touch the floor, and inhale, spring forward, right foot meets left. Rise all the way up with the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release the arms down. Join the feet, join the legs, close the eyes. Good. So before we move to the floor, we're going to take wide-legged standing forward bend with head support, just to quiet the nervous system down after that practice. So you want to build up enough support that you're able to prop the top of your head. And you may not know what that height requirement is. So go ahead and just kind of make a test set up and see if it meets your needs. You can always reduce height. It's easier to reduce the height than to build it up when you're in the pose. So maybe overbuild it. And as you start to grow more supple in the pose, you can toss the excess props aside. So once you've set up the height, and by the way, feel free to use any combination of props to do that. You'll separate your feet so that your legs and the mat appear to be one equilateral triangle. Your toes are in front of your heels. The outer edges of your feet are parallel with each other. Take hold of your hips and clamp the elbows in. Push the tailbone in and lift your chest. Just imprinting the chest with that sense of broadness. Sense of broadness we want to maintain when we come into forward bending. Under the top of an in-breath, you can raise the arms. Exhale, extend forward. Touch the floor and try to take the top of the head down to the props. If you have bent elbows, you might be able to turn and let the palms face up, which is a little bit more surrendered for the shoulders. This is a point which you might notice that the body has elongated. You can kind of offload some of that height. You might not need to either, but just notice if you need to reduce the height. We'll stay for another half a minute. Coming out of the pose on an inhale, just begin to raise the head and then heel toe walk your feet in until you're able to come up. You can take the blankets or props off of your mat. And we'll finish in bridge pose, just using our bodies, and we're going to be grabbing the edge of the mat with our hands for some support. So come onto your back and walk your heels in toward your sitting bones. And notice how the feet aren't completely together. So the feet should be kind of sitting bone wide, and your toes should be in alignment with your heels. And then you'll extend your arms completely, so there's no bend in the elbows, and you'll grab the edges of your mat and attempt to kind of bring your hands slightly underneath the mat so that your palms can turn up, which in essence helps us roll the shoulders down and lift the shoulder blades to the chest. So you're kind of taking your hands under your mat a little bit. And then with that support, take the tailbone into the body so it's curling toward the ceiling. Have your chin close to your chest, and on an exhale, really step into your feet and lift your hips. And you might rock your shoulders under you a little bit more here. And really try to pay attention to stepping into your big toes, which will help you roll your inner thighs down. And it's very easy for the butt to do more than is necessary here because the butt is hypertonic. So see if you can help your butt relax a little bit. Maybe use your legs and feet a bit more. Maybe use the pelvic tilt a bit more and try to relax the butt. One day, someday, the chest will align pretty much vertically. So keep lifting the chest with each inhale. And on an exhalation, begin to walk the spine down slowly. You can sweep your arms out wide, and you'll cross your right leg over your left leg. Tuck your left hip underneath you, so you kind of have to slide it to the middle, and let your legs fall to the left. Using your left hand over your right knee or thigh to just give the legs a sense that they can land here. And they can become passive and heavy. Roll your head to the right and stay for 5 breaths. And after the 5th breath, you can start to move back to center very slowly and carefully and gently. And when you uncross your legs, take a moment to straighten yourself out on your mat. Also take a moment to straighten out the shoulders and re-extend the arms in each direction. Crossing your left leg over your right leg. Lifting your hips enough, you can tuck the right hip to the middle and let the legs fall to the right. Use your right hand to hold the legs there. And then begin to roll your head to the left so that you've completed your twist from the tailbone up to the brainstem. And after this exhalation, help yourself back to center. Uncross the legs, straighten yourself out again, and extend your legs, extend your arms. Close your eyes. And allow your body weight to sink into the floor. Allow the effort of this practice to fall away. The warrior poses are named as such because they give us that feeling of empowerment. So now let your warrior rest. You may choose to stay longer, or you may start to come out now with me, folding your hands to your belly, bending your knees, moving to your side, and gently coming up. Joining your hands in front of the heart, taking a few moments to acknowledge the effects of this practice on your body, on your mind, on your heart. Namaste.